So they complied with 6.1.2, correct?
What do you mean complied po?
Complied with the requirements of 6.1.2 na ang SDO po ang kumuha ng cash advance at siya po nag-encash ng cheque.
Ang purpose po kasi ng confidential funds, you're going to use the money of the government to destroy the enemy. Kasi ang intention ng confidential funds, mayroong purpose yun. So whether you spend that within a prescribed period, hindi pa illegal yun, irregular. What is important is, ginastos mo yun for the purpose intended for that particular fund.
Tsaka kinisyon din kanina kung may mga ebidensya ba daw ang DepEd na naging matagumpay yung pondo sa confidential funds para sa sinasabing anti-insurgency efforts. Pinadidetalye doon sa report. Ano masasabi mo doon, sir?
Hindi po pwede yun eh. Gaya nga ng isang circular ng 1992 sila sabi, delikado yung mga hinihingian mo, like for instance, mga resibo. Delikado rin yung mga sinasabi mo kung anong ginagawa mo. Kasi, confidential nga ito eh. Ang purpose po kasi ng confidential funds, you're going to use the money of the government to destroy the enemy, the enemies of the state. So kung sasabihin mo, ilalabas mo yan, paano mo pa masisira? Malalaman na ng kalaban mo kung anong pamamaraan.
You would agree with me na pagdating po sa confidential operations, delikado po pag nagkakaroon ng leak of information. Tama po ba?
Can you repeat your question?
Delikado po kung magkaroon ng leak ng mga information na nakukuha patay sa isang confidential operation. Tama
Given
po
the
ba?
classified nature of...
Misleading, you know.
I'm just asking for his opinion.
The witness would have been able to answer. Witness may answer.
given the classified nature
Yes.
of the confidential fund.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Witness. In fact, you being a lawyer, you know that there are laws prohibiting the unauthorized disclosure of confidential information, correct?
Can you repeat po?
You being a lawyer, sir, you are aware that there are laws prohibiting the unauthorized disclosure of confidential information, correct?
Can you state what specific laws po yung...
Revised Penal Code under Article 229, for example, on the revelation of secrets.
Yes po.
Yes, Republic Act 3019, Section 3, Paragraph K, on unauthorized divulging of confidential information, correct?
Yes po.
And you being a public officer under 6713, alam niyo rin po na hindi po pwedeng basta-basta mag-disclose without the authority ng mga confidential information. Tama po ba?
Yes po.
Okay, so batay po dito, pinapahalagan po talaga ang confidentiality pagdating sa mga classified information na ito. Tama po ba? You would agree with me?
Yes po.
Yes. Now let's go to the joint circular that we have been mentioning since yesterday. No, ito pong joint circular number 2015-01. And I'm referring to the circular with which we have pre-marked as D-1-136 for the defense, Your Honors. And I think we will be flashing that on the screen as well. Ito naman po yung pag-usapan natin. I just wanted you, Mr. Witness, to give us the definition of confidential funds. Diyan po sa circular na yan, under, I think it's page 2, item 3.7. Can you please read it for the record?
Under 3.7, confidential fund refers to the lump sum amount provided as such in the GAA for NGAs, in appropriation ordinances for LGUs, and in the COBs for DOCCs for their confidential expenses.
Salamat po, Mr. Witness. At pagdating po, nabasa niyo po yung word na lump sum. Ibig po sabihin nito, buong halaga? Buong amount? As opposed to having line items for expense? Tama po ba? Lump sum.
Yes
Lump
po.
sum. Opo. At based on your experience, pag ang pinag-uusapan po natin ay confidential funds, pagdating po sa pag-disburse nito, cash po ba ito? In the form of cash?
What expense are you pertaining?
Confidential funds in general. Cash po ba ito?
Wala pong specific provision kung anong type po ng yung ibabayad.
Okay. But item 6 provides for the guidelines on cash advances, correct?
Based on this document po, yes po.
Yes po. And I refer you now to item 6.1.2. Diyan po, sinasabi po ng provision na yan na ang maaari lang mag-avail ng cash advance pagdating sa confidential funds ay ang isang designated bonded special disbursing officer or SDO, or kung wala mang ganong designated SDO ay ang head of agency. Correct?
Yes po.
At kanina po, sabi nyo, binasa nyo bawat pahina noong mga sinabite sa inyo ng DepEd at OVP for their liquidation reports. Tama po ba?
Yes po.
At you would be aware na ang STO po para po sa OVP ay si Ms. Gina Acosta. Tama po ba?
Based on the documents submitted, yes po.
Yes, thank you. At pagdating naman po sa DepEd, Mr. Witness, ang SDO po ay si Mr. Edward Fajarda. Tama po ba?
Based on the documents submitted po, yes po.
Yes. So based on that, tama rin po ba na sila ang maging payees ng mga cheque na inilabas ng DepEd para sa cash advance?
Yes po.
Tama po. At sila, tama rin po na silang nag-encash ng mga cheque dahil silang payee. Tama
Yes
po.
Yes po.
Yes. So they complied with 6.1.2, correct?
What do you mean complied po?
Complied with the requirements of 6.1.2 na ang SDO po ang kumuha ng cash advance at siya po nag-encash ng cheque.
Your Honor, please misleading. That's not the only requirement in 6.1.1. 6.1.2, Your Honor. There are other requirements here. Can counsel be specific?
I'm just asking,
Because-
Your Honor.
This is a blanket, he is saying, and so therefore, there is compliance here.
I'm
In
asking-
particular.
Thank you. I appreciate po
What does
the...
counsel for respondents say?
I appreciate naman po the objection of the good counsel. So I will be more specific. Tama po, nag-comply po na ang SDO ang payee sa cheque at ang SDO po ang nag-encash. Yun lang po. Just on that part.
Based on the documents, si SDO yung pay ng cheque and yung nag-encash nung
Okay. Thank you po. Now, I'll refer you to item 6.1.5 of the joint circular. Can you please read just the first sentence of that provision?
cash advances shall be limited to the requirements for 3 months.
Thank you, Mr. Witness. So, tama po bang pagkakaintindi ko na para sa cash advance at any one time, ang maximum na pwede mo lang ma-cash advance ay yung requirements mo para sa 3 buwan ng confidential operations. Tama
Based
po ba?
on this provision po, yes.
Tama po. At 3 buwan po is equivalent to 1/4 of a year. Tama po ba?
Yes po.
Okay. Now, base po dyan sa provision na yan, nakasulat na ang maximum amount ay para sa 3 buwan. Pero meron po bang provision dyan na nagbabawal na gamitin ito in perhaps 60 days?
Wala po.
Meron po ba nagbabawal na gamitin ito in 11 days?
Wala din po. Kaya hindi po namin sinama sa findings namin yung 11 days na disbursement. It's just a statement of fact po on the AOM.
Thank you for confirming that, Mr. Witness. Familiar po kayo bilang isang CPA sa accrual method of accounting?
Yes po.
Can you just, in simple terms, because I'm not even a CPA, just give us a glimpse kung ano ibig sabihin. Ano ba ang accrual method of accounting?
Kapag sinabing accrual method of accounting, yung expenses ay nire-record upon incurrence, not upon payment.
Opo. Okay. So, dito po ba, pwede po ba yung parang I'm just a simple-minded person? Parang buy now, pay later? Ganun?
Wala po yan sa joint circular, so I am not authorized to
It's okay.
answer that question.
I will leave it at that. Punta na lang po tayo sa liquidation. Sa liquidation po, under the joint circular, that's under 6.2.2, correct? Under 6.2.2, if I may just refer you to that provision, dapat po maliquidate magsumite ng liquidation report ang isang agency na may confidential or intelligence funds within 30 days after the close of a quarter. Tama po ba?
3 po yung nakalagay dito, hindi lang po 30 days after every quarter.
Sige po, please enumerate for us.
Under 6.2.2 of the joint circular, all cash advances for CF and IF shall be liquidated within 30 days after every quarter or from the approved target date of completion of the project or activity or after the cash advance had been fully utilized, whichever comes first in accordance with the procedures as stated po.
Okay, thank you po. Ngayon po, papakita ko po sa inyo yung liquidation report na isinumite ng OVP for their fourth quarter confidential funds 2022. Maybe this time we could just ask our assisting counsel, Your Honor, to hand the document.
Assisting counsel for the other side may also approach.
Maaari niyo po bang matukoy kung anong date po na-receive ng COA ICFAO itong liquidation report ng OVP?
Based on the transmittal letter po, January 17, 2023.
January
May we know,
17.
Your Honor, for our understanding, what exhibit number?
Sorry.
Counsel
Thank you for
referring to-
reminding me, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
This is Exhibit D-1-4-OVP.
This is the prosecution's P-1-11-A. No, I'm sorry.
One?
I'm sorry, what is it?
Sorry,
D-1-1.
D-1-1. Sorry, Your Honor.
Dash 1.
I was just corrected.
Counsel,
Your
may
Honor,
proceed.
for the record, this is not a common exhibit, Your Honor.
Duly noted.
Now, base po sa date na nabasa nyo, compliant po ba na within the 30-day period ay nakapag-submit sila? Yung act lang po ng pag-submission, na pag-submit rather, ng liquidation report.
Based on this document po, yes po.
Yes po. And kung mapapansin nyo po, doon po sa transmittal, meron pong isang checklist. Tama po ba?
Yes, sir.
And I will refer you now to item 6.2.2.3 of the joint circular. Ayon po sa 6.2.3 ng nasabing Joint Circular 2015-01, ang gagawin po ng receiving officer ng COA ICFAO ay titingnan po yung checklist, tapos susuriin po yung mga dokumentong isinumite ng ahensya, yung mga attachments, kung pasok siya doon sa checklist of supporting documents na kinakailangan. Tama po ba?
Can you repeat your question po?
Ayon po sa 6.2.2.3, ang receiving officer ng COA ICFAO ay titingnan yung checklist and then titingnan din, susuriin yung mga naka-attach na dokumento kung compliant siya dun sa checklist. Tama po ba?
Yes po, based on the joint circular.
Based on that same provision, kung yun po ay kompleto, tatanggapin po ng COA ICFAO. Tama po ba?
Yes po.
At pag hindi po kompleto o meaning kulang po yung mga attached documents, yun po ay dapat ibalik ng COA ICFAO sa ahensya at hindi muna tatanggapin. Tama po ba?
Yes po. Based
And
on
in-
this provision po.
Opo. And in this case, because of the receiving stamp, would you say na tinanggap po ng ICFAO ang submission ng OVP?
As stamp po nung ICFAO, yes po.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Witness. Now, basing on this document na natanggap ng COA ICFAO on January 17, 2023, ang kanilang liquidation report, meaning the OVP for the fourth quarter 2022 confidential funds. It took more or less 8 months for COA to issue its official finding. Tama po ba?
Yes po.
I am showing you a copy of the AOMs that you issued and that were also presented yesterday.
May we know the exhibit number, sir?
Yes, Your Honor. I will get to that. Pwede mo na yung mga next documents.
Are you showing the one for the OVP or the DepEd? Counsel?
OVP, Your Honor.
OVP, that would be...
This is D-1-103-OVP, Your Honor, for the first AOM issued on September 14, 2023.
That's the counterpart of P-1-12-A.
And isunod ko na po yung pangalawang AOM na na-issue on October 3, 2023. This is D-1-104-OVP for the defense.
Which is P-1-12-B for the prosecution.
Opo. Thank you. Now, Mr. Witness, napansin ko na yung date is September 14, nung 2023, nung una yung AOM. Tama po ba?
Yes po.
And that was actually just a few days after the budget hearing of COA held August 24, 2023, kung saan may mga legislators that, asked COA to look into the OVP confidential funds. Are you aware of that? Just if you're aware.
I am not aware of that.
That's okay. Now, I'll just move on to the AOMs themselves, no? Now, kahapon, nasasabi niyo po na nagkakaproblema tayo sa, may nakita kayong finding doon sa physical and financial plan. Tama po ba?
Yes, sir.
Ng OVP. At yan po ay nakasaad din sa inyong findings dyan.
Yes, sir.
Tama po ba?
Opo.
You referred to, if I'm not mistaken, and please correct me if I'm wrong, item 4.2 of the joint circular.
Yes, sir.
Tama po?
Yes, sir.
Maaari niyo po bang, andyan pa po ba yung joint circular? Yes. Maaari niyo po bang basahin yung 4.2 ng joint circular para lang po sa kalaman nating lahat?
Under 4.2 of the joint circular, all allocations of CF and or IF shall be supported with physical and financial plan, indicating the proposed amount allocated for each program, project, and activity, where disbursements pertaining to the CE and IE shall be based.
Tama po. Thank you po, Mr. Witness. Dito po, sa kanilang physical and financial plan, the program stated is actually the Good Government Program. Tama po ba? Yung binabasa ko lang.
Based on the document, yes.
Based on the document. At ang expected outcome ay safe implementation of OVP initiatives and confidence building. Based on the document.
Based on the document, yes.
At ang physical target will be number of areas with surveillance and confidential activities conducted or monitored. Tama po ba?
Yes.
As well as the number of activities. Tama po ba? At ayon po dun sa binasa nyo, wala naman pong guidelines on how specific it would be. Correct?
Well, nakalagay po kasi dito, dapat i-indicate yung each program, activity, and project na pagbabasihan ng disbursement ng CF.
Apo. I won't argue with you. So basically, yung finding niyo po is based on your assessment as an auditor.
Or since it is a plan, dapat po naka-indicate talaga dito kung paano nila gagastusin yung kanilang confidential fund.
That's okay. Yes, I'll accept that answer. Now, nabanggit niyo rin po na hindi po nag-submit ng DEPs and or document evidencing payment. Tama po?
Yes, sir.
At yun po ay inilagay nyo sa inyong AOM. Tama
Yes,
po?
yes, sir.
At nabanggit nyo rin po na sumagot ang OVP dito sa AOM na to. Tama po ba?
Yes, sir. Opo.
Tama po. At pagdating po doon sa sunod na step, which is the notice of suspension, tama po ba?
Yes, sir.
Would you agree with me
Section.
na hindi na po na-carry over yung issue doon sa physical and financial plan?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So, ibig sabihin, tinanggap niyo po yung explanation.
Well, ang purpose po kasi namin kung bakit namin ni-require yung specific confidential activities dun sa PFP is para makita kung paano gagastusin noong OBP yung kanilang confidential fund. Pero since nilagay naman na po nila doon sa kanilang revised accomplishment report yung specific confidential activities and even submitted the documentary evidence of payment. So, hindi na po namin hinanap ulit yung physical and financial plan.
Okay. Salamat po. Thank you for that answer. Ngayon po, kasi kanina, kahapon actually, not kanina, sinasabi nyo walang sinubmit. Ang ibig nyo lang pong sabihin sa walang sinubmit is at the time na bago kayo mag-issue ng AOM. Tama po ba?
Walang sinamit po na ano.
Walang sinubmit na DEPs, for example.
Yes po, kasi sinamit po nila yung DEPs after we issued both AOMs po.
Opo. Thank you po. Ngayon, punta naman po tayo doon sa notice of suspension. Nandun pa po kayo di ba, ng notice of suspension?
Yes, sir.
And you suspended in audit the amount of 125 million. We are showing him a copy of the notice of suspension, Your Honor. This is Exhibit D-1-107-OVP for the reference of the Honorable Court.
NP-1-13-A on the part of the prosecution.
Okay. So, dito po, as you mentioned earlier, you were satisfied with already the submission of the accomplishment report ng OVP. That's why nawala na po yung issue sa physical and financial.
Hindi po ako satisfied as dahil compliant yung accomplishment report nila, kundi dahil nilagay lang nila yung specific confidential activities na pinagamitan nung kanilang pondo.
Opo. So, nawala na po yung sa PFP na finding sa AOM.
Based on the, yes po.
Based on the NS. Tama po ba?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Ngayon, pagdating dito sa notice of suspension, I just wanted to focus on doon sa documentary evidencing success pagdating sa rewards.
Yes, sir.
Nabanggit nyo po, this is 4.8.5, paragraph B, specifically, of the joint circular, correct?
Yes, sir.
And yun din po yung nakasaad dito sa notice of suspension na reference, meaning the provision of the JC.
Yes, sir.
Specified, yes. At nabanggit nyo rin po kahapon na wala pong guidelines specifically under 4.8.5 that shows how specific you should be in terms of the documents evidencing success. Tama
Wala
po ba?
po akong na-mention na walang specific guidelines po. Ang sabi ko lang, hindi sinabi kung anong specific document yung hinihingi.
May sinabi ko po kayong walang prescribed format, basically.
Your Honor, please misleading the witness, to my recollection, did not say that. He said that in accordance with 4.8.5, these are the requirements, A, B, and C. And the submissions of the Vice President and the DepEd are not compliant, Your Honor.
Can we
With
ask
the
for
indulgence
a
of
readback?
counsels for the parties, Mr. Wamil, base po sa guidelines, hindi tulad ng ibang mga format na sinasubmit na may pro forma na nasa annex nung 2015-1, wala pong pro forma na pag-liquidate sang-ayon sa na dokumento sang-ayon sa 4.8.5.
Yes, Your Honor, based on this provision po.
Yes.
May ibang provision bang nagre-require ng specific na paraan? ng
Wala na
pag-
po, Your Honor. Ito lang
Wala.
po,
Okay.
4.8.5.
Thank you. Thank you, Ms.